Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here, coming to you from our studios at the Capital Region International Airport, and we're going to stay in town right now. We're going to spend a little time with Ben Bakken. He is the Senior Vice President and Lansing Market Director for TriStar Trust Bank here in Lansing, Michigan. Of course, they're out of the Saginaw region, but we can talk about that at another time. More importantly, welcome back, Ben. It's good to have you here.
Thank you, Chris. Always great to be on.
Now, TriStar emphasizes highly personalized wealth management and trust administration.
Right.
Um, Tell me about that approach and the benefit to business owners.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Chris, as you mentioned, we're in a wealth management firm. We call ourselves a comprehensive wealth management firm. That includes investment management, financial planning, trust services. We offer 401ks to businesses along with other offerings. But for business owners in particular, that is an area of focus. And Chris, as you know, that's really one of my primary areas of focus in terms of helping business owners prepare for their eventual exit and succession. And with our approach, Chris, and what we do, particularly taking an objective approach to that, it really puts business owners in a safe position that we're not steering them to one outcome or another, that we are indifferent, and as we say, we're indifferent or agnostic to the method of exit. Our main goal is that we want our business owner clients to be educated on what their options are for exit, who are the professionals that can help them that they may need to bring to the table, are they ready to exit, what's their business worth, and why is it worth that, along with a variety of things. But the fact that we take that approach to working with our business owners, I think really puts us in a great spot to help them start that process.
Well, it's interesting because you can't, and I'm going to use this horrible phrase that my uncle used, can't swing a dead cat without hitting a wealth management person.
That's right.
But TriStar serves as a corporate successor trustee. What are the advantages to, say, Trust Bank, opposed to other people who work with wealth management?
So as a state chartered trust bank, Chris, it gives us those fiduciary powers where we can serve as a successor in a client's trust. So if you have a business owner and they have a trust, which they should, and that trust should own the shares of the company, putting TriStar in a role where we can be the successor trustee puts the family in a situation during a difficult time, if something were to happen to that business owner, either through death or incapacity, where those family members don't have to make those difficult decisions as trustee. And Chris, with regard to, let's just touch on this, the age of business owner clients that are out there, 94% of businesses in the US are businesses with sales somewhere between $5 and $100 million. And of those, two-thirds are owned by baby boomers, Chris. Two-thirds owned by baby boomers. And of those baby boomers, three-quarters of them want to be out in the next 10 years. Half of them want to be out in the next 5 years. So putting TriStar in a position where we can partner, educate them on their options, help them understand, are they personally financially ready to exit? Do they understand their options and are they vetting those? And then where we can step in and serve as successor trustee, it's a benefit to the entire family situation.
This succession thing is tricky business, and there's so many tax strategies, financial planning,
Yes.
fiduciary administration, all that. You guys obviously are on the ground floor of helping with that.
Yeah, that's right, Chris. And our role is really to be the quarterback to that whole process. We're not the experts in everything. You mentioned tax. It's a critical component of this. Yes, we have CPAs on staff. Yes, we have personal financial planning, but we're going to bring in a tax professional to that. We're going to bring in the legal professional to that. Maybe the client is a candidate for an ESOP. If so, we know the professionals to bring in there. Maybe this client is someone who's going to go to market. And in that case, how do they pick a professional M&A advisor or investment banker? We can assist with that. So our role really, Chris, as you talk about being at the ground floor, what does that mean? We're going to educate them. We're going to help them understand their options. All the while, we're going to be agnostic to the method they pick. It doesn't matter to us. Is it a management transition, a family transition? Many clients will say, and Chris, you're familiar with this, well, I don't need that help because, my kid's going to take over. Family transitions can be the most complicated in a lot of different ways, especially as it relates to the business owner and their estate plan. So we really want to be involved in that ground floor, help coordinate, bring the professionals in that can assist, but remain agnostic to the method that they choose.
It's kind of interesting because beyond just continuity, there are a lot of owners. My dad used to always say, once you sell your house, don't drive by it anymore because they're going to change it. But there's a continuity that is deep in some entrepreneurs. They want their company to continue.
No doubt about it, Chris. And really, we talk about a three-legged stool to the process of exit and succession planning. One, they need to make sure the business is ready, right, in terms of its value, and they understand that and they can drive that. Two, they're personally, financially ready to accomplish all their goals. But the third leg, Chris, is exactly what you're talking about. Do they know what their next act is for that next chapter of their lives? That I like the saying, being a business owner is great because you only have to work half a day and you get to pick which 12 hours that is.
Yeah,
To
that's
think that that person's going to go from being a business owner simply to playing golf and Wordle in the morning and be satisfied, they're not. And
yeah.
so we want to make sure that they're ready for all those stages through the process.
These are all important things. Ben Bakken, thanks so much for joining us, my friend. He's the Senior Vice President, Lansing Market Director for TriStar Bank, TriStar Trust Bank, I would add. Thanks for being with us, my friend. We'll have more questions in the future on this topic.
Great. Thanks a lot, Chris.
We're going to be right back. You've been watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman.